Hey everyone, so here goes Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever review. It opens the world of Wakanda and beyond with a new situation of vibranium being more accessible to the world. In that regard, I'm talking about more forms of vibranium, the new kingdom of Talokan. So now with the inclusion of the villain Namor, it expands the universe, Mesoamerican origins, which I really appreciate being Mexican, Latino myself, a kingdom that has these ancient warriors that follow ancient traditions of Mayan descent, and in the film revealed to have escaped the Spaniards, incorporates vibranium into this type of flower that gives the Talocan the ability to breathe underwater, have superhuman strength, vocal tune that hypnotizes its enemies into falling into the ocean. The death of Chadwick Boseman was pretty hard. It was pretty hard for the world. It was pretty hard for the universe to lose its main character. I can't speak for everyone or for the actors involved. I'm sure they were devastated. The families were devastated. But for me, I was also pretty heartbroken. I've been following Chadwick's work since 42. The representation that he would bring not only to the black community but to the minority community. Now with the repercussions of his death that they labeled as a mysterious illness, Wakanda now have to figure out a way to defend themselves without their protector, and also Shuri to regrow the heart-shaped herb. A more threatening Wakanda, showcasing his strength to breathe underwater and supersonic speed, and also to glide through the air. It's almost like he runs when he flies, which I found it very, very good, very clever to kind of incorporate not this whole flying with his legs straight, but they give him a type of acceleration, of a type of jump. It's kind of like glide through the air, and then to pick up speed again, he just like runs, and it kind of made him seem more of a god. So the members of Talocan refer to him as Kukulkan, who is this Mesoamerican serpent god. Shuri in this film is really heartbreaking. The whole losing her brother, losing her idol, not just the protector or the king, but her family, someone that she looks up to, blaming the world for what has happened, which is understandable. One that you love so much, it is hard to see the joy in the world, and that's where Shuri is right now. Her journey from going kind of sassy princess to now being a protector was, in my eyes, the only way this film could have gone. I applaud Ryan Coogler from the steps that he had to take to move the story forward without his lead character, and I felt decisions he made were the right ones and were probably the only ones that were appropriate to take. Now, Letitia Wright really does bring it all to the table. She has leading potential. Now, what I found very interesting in the film, when Shuri takes the heart-shaped herb and goes into the ancestral plane, the person she meets is Killmonger, who was the villain of the last movie, played by Michael B. Jordan excellently. And this is a very interesting and kind of common trope in Japanese anime, where inside the hero there's this type of antagonist or demon figure of evil, and it's really good to see this approach being taken in Western films of a darkness inside the lead character that they need to accept and kind of use to the benefit of good. Michael B. Jordan is again intimidating, excellent, speaking facts. He states that him and Shuri are much more alike than they think, and I find it really poignant to say that how she idolizes T'Challa, but deep down inside she doesn't see herself like her brother. In contrast, she probably leans more towards her cousin, more angry. Her suit is more gold, more intimidating, more weaponry, more plating, kind of trying to show the villain or show Namor that she means business. Winston Duke M'Baku, hilarious in this film, really great. He comes off first as very comedic, but by the end of the film, consideration of the villain of Namor analyzes the situation and prepares to be a better leader as to his indication to not kill Namor since it will mean eternal war. And I find that very good for M'Baku's character since now he will be king of Wakanda. His Angela Bassett is amazing in this film, to say the least. This is Academy Award winning performance. The speeches she makes to the UN in the Wakandan Hall are nerve wracking. They powerful her voice is of the statements she makes telling the UN that Wakanda may not have its protector, but that does not mean they're weak, which says that she has lost everything that she stood for. Her family is gone. Really powerful in this film, not in the way of strength, but in the way of her voice and the way of her ideals to protect Riri Williams from Namor. Now, speaking about Riri Williams, new young actress, I found her role to be important in this scenario, but not really sure what else she could bring to the table. She was also very comedic. I felt a bit too comedic for the situations given serious dire moments, and I felt that Riri kind of suffered from that. Her character should have nerdy type character, probably maybe a bit more reserved, but as she is right now, she's kind of similar to how Shuri was in the first film, and maybe a bit of Tony Stark of her arrogance and knowing she's probably the smartest person in the room. Okoye in this film is also very heartbreaking. She's this falling of grace of being the top general of Wakanda's forces to now being stripped of her title because of her multiple failed missions. The city of Talokan Kingdom is very beautiful, very agricultural. The people there, as they are thousands and thousands, but they seem rather peaceful, minding to themselves, creating their own resources, using the pure vibranium that they have to help each other, and then all led by the great Tenoch Huerta, who plays this incredible, powerful Namor. Really does a great job in this film. This film is as much as his as it is Shuri. He goes through this whole phase of desperately to defend his people, to protect them from the outside world, and he would do anything, even if that means wiping all the surface dwellers out. Overall, I think Black Panther Wakanda Forever is a powerful film, pretty depressing, and obviously so from the cause and the situation that they were faced. I would say Black Panther Wakanda Forever is a 4 out of 5. That's all I got for Black Panther 2 right now. Thank you.